Water does not teach by encouragement, it teaches by outcome. This is where most humans' learning models collapse. Humans believe teaching involves guidance, reassurance, and second chances. Water offers none of these. Water teaches adaptation without mercy because mercy interferes with regulation. Regulation requires consequence. If a form cannot adapt to water's condition, it fails. Not because water is hostile, but because adaptation is non-negotiable. This is not cruelty, it is accuracy. Water is the most precise teacher on earth. Precision looks merciless to organisms that expect negotiation. Adaptation begins with mismatch. When an organism encounters water conditions it cannot handle, stress appears immediately: temperature shock, osmotic pressure, hypoxia, buoyancy failure. There is no warning period, no explanation phase. The lessons arrive as sensations. Pain, panic, suffocation, collapse. These are not punishment, they are signals. Humans misinterpret these signals as aggression. They are not. They are information delivered at full intensity. Water teaches adaptation without mercy because delayed feedback kills systems. If water softened consequences, unfit forms would persist longer, destabilizing ecosystems. Precision preserves coherence. Mercy would introduce noise. This is why water environments select relentlessly. Only organisms that can regulate buoyancy, salinity, respiration, and pressure survive. Everything else disperses quickly. Land environments allow more error. You can stumble, rest, recover. But water does not allow this luxury. A mistake compounds immediately. This creates a different evolutionary pressure. Marine organisms are not tougher because water is cruel. They are precise because precision is fatal. They are precise because imprecision is fatal. This principle applies at every scale. Cells adapt to osmotic pressure or rupture. Fish adapt to oxygen availability or suffocate. Coral reefs adapt to temperature or bleach. Coastal cities either adapt to sea level or flood. There is no moral dimension. Adaptation happens or it does not. Humans resist this framing because it removes the comforting illusion of fairness. Fairness implies equal consideration. Water does not consider, it responds. Water is blind to intentions. This is why good intentions do not protect anyone at sea. You can love the ocean and still drown. You can respect water and still miscalculate. Respect without literacy is insufficient. Water teaches adaptation by removing buffers. On land, buffers exist. Clothing insulates. Air provides oxygen regardless of posture. Gravity assists movement. Errors are survivable. But in water, buffers vanish. Oxygen depends on technique. Temperature drains heat rapidly. Movement requires coordination, and environment amplifies error. This amplification accelerates learning, and accelerated learning feels violent. Humans prefer slow learning because it preserves ego. Water strips ego immediately. Ego interferes with adaptation. Ego assumes control. Water exposes dependence. This is why water-based training is used for military, rescue, and elite conditioning. not because it builds strength, but because it eliminates false confidence. False confidence kills faster in water than anywhere else. Adaptation without mercy also explains why fear arises so strongly near water. Fear is not weakness. It is an ancient warning system shaped by environments where errors are fatal. Fear shapes attention. Water does not calm fear. It demands clarity through it. This is why panic is the first failure mode in water. Panic wastes oxygen, disrupts coordination, and accelerates collapse. Those who adapt learn to reduce reaction, not increase effort. Effort is not adaptation. Adjustment is. This lesson contradicts modern motivational culture that humans are taught to push harder, try more, refuse surrender. Water punishes this approach instantly. Struggling sinks you, floating will save you. This is not symbolic advice, it is a physical law. Adaptation in water often looks like yielding, not resistance. Yielding is not defeat, it is alignment with force. This distinction is subtle and difficult for land-adapted minds. Land rewards resistance. Water rewards compliance with physics. This is why water teaches humility faster than any philosophy. You cannot argue with buoyancy. Adaptation without mercy also means no legacy privileges. Past success does not matter. A champion swimmer will drown if unconscious. A skilled sailor still sinks if the hull fails. Titles mean nothing. This strips hierarchy away also. Water environments do not care who you were. They care how you function now. This immediacy terrifies humans who rely on status and memory. Water resets relevance to zero constantly. Relevance is measured by fit, not history. This is why many ancient maritime cultures revere water not as benevolent but as honest. Honesty without empathy feels harsh, but empathy reduces distortion. Water cannot afford distortion. Ecosystems collapse when unfit forms persist too long. Water removes them quickly. This efficiency maintains systems' health. Humans see loss and call it tragedy. Water sees imbalance and corrects it. Correction is often experienced as destruction by the corrected. This is why adaptation feels like loss before it feels like gain. When a species adapts, it sheds forms that longer work. Fins reshape, gills specialize, shells thin or thicken. These changes cost energy, and many individuals die. The systems move forward anyway. Adaptation does not ask for consent. This is uncomfortable for human ethics, which prioritizes individual experience. Water prioritizes system continuity. Neither is wrong, they just operate at different scales. Problems arise when humans impose individual-centered ethics onto system-level processes. You cannot protect every form and maintain coherence. Water chooses coherence. This lesson becomes brutal when applied to human civilization. Cities built at sea level without adaptation will flood. Population will move, infrastructure will fail. This is not punishment for ignorance, it is correction for mismatch. Adaptation requires redesign, not denial. Denial delays adaptation and increases suffering. This is why water teaches without mercy. Mercy delays adaptation. Delay increases damage. Precision minimizes total loss. This is counterintuitive but observable. For example, coral reefs exposed to gradual temperature rise can adapt partially. Sudden heat spikes kills them. Slow feedback allows adaptation. Fast change overwhelms. So water itself adapts slowly. Humans change it fast. The mismatch produces collapse. Water then enforces adaptation on whatever remains. This is not vengeance, it is timing. Adaptation without mercy also explains why some life forms thrive in extreme water conditions. Deep sea organisms survive crushing pressure, darkness, and cold. They are not heroic, they are fitted. Fitness is invincible until tested. Humans often assume extreme environments are hostile by default. In reality, they are stable once adapted to. Instability exists at boundaries, not extremes. This applies psychologically. People fear emotional depth because they are adapted to surface level regulation. And when forced deeper, panic arises. Those who adapt find stability there. Depth punishes surface habits. Depth rewards internal coherence. Water teaches this by removing external supports. This is why inner drowning precedes psychological transformation. Old coping mechanisms fail, control collapses, the psyche then must adapt or fragment. Adaptation looks like surrender because the ego cannot adapt. Only regulation can. Regulation requires letting go of narratives that no longer fit. Water does not negotiate with outdated stories. Adaptation without mercy also explains why technological fixes often fail in marine context. Hard structures break, rigid designs crack, flexible designs endure. Water teaches adaptability by breaking rigidity. Rigidity concentrates stress, flexibility distributes it. This applies to bodies, minds, and societies. Rigid belief systems fracture under pressure, whilst flexible ones bend and survive. Water pressure reveals this immediately. This is why water training is used to expose psychological weakness. People who rely on control panic. People who rely on awareness adapt. Awareness adjusts faster than force. Water does not reward strength, it rewards responsiveness. This overturns many human assumptions about power. Power is not domination, power is fit. Fit means minimal friction with environment. Friction produces heat, heat destabilizes. Water dissipates heat through environment. Organisms that fit fight flow, generate friction, and exhaust themselves. This is why adaptation in water often involves efficiency, not effort. Marine life is efficient. Minimal movement, streamlined forms, energy conservations. Humans waste energy because land allows it. Water exposes waste immediately. This is why swimmers learn to relax. Tension increases drag. Drag increases fatigue, and fatigue increases error. Relaxation is adaptation. This lesson contradicts fear-based survival instincts. Fear tightens muscles. Water punishes tension. To survive, you must override instinct. This is why water teaches faster than classrooms. It creates conditions where instinct fails, and learning must occur immediately. Immediate learning feels merciless, but it is honest. Water does not explain why adaptation matters, it demonstrates it to show you. This demonstration is universal. It does not care about culture, belief, or intelligence. Everyone learns the same lesson. Either you adapt or you fail. This uniformity is why water is such a powerful initiatory environment. Initiation strips difference. Everyone faces the same threshold. This is also why water rituals across cultures involve danger. Safe rituals do not teach adaptation. Risk forces real learning. Modern safety cultures often removes risks entirely. This preserves comfort, but weakness adaptation capacity. People become brittle. Brittle systems shatter under stress. Water removes brittleness quickly. This is why societies that lose contact with water often lose resilience, because water abstract, rigid and fragile. Water become abstract. That is, without water, these civilizations and societies become abstract, rigid, and fragile. When stress arrives, collapse is catastrophic. Coastal cultures historically developed adaptive strategies. Seasonal movements, flexible architecture, respect for limits. These were not spiritual preferences, they were adaptive necessities. Water taught them that. Modern societies ignore water's teachings and replaces it with insurance models. Insurance spreads cost, but it does not change fit. It delays adaptation, and delay increases damage. Adaptation without mercy is not cruelty, it is time efficiency. This episode matters because humans are entering an era where water lessons will be unavoidable. Sea level rise, extreme weather, freshwater scarcity. These are not problems to be debated, they are curricula. The ocean is teaching us. The question is not whether the lesson is kind. The question is whether it is learned before collapse forces harsher correction. Water will teach either way. The difference lies in how much must be lost before adaptation occurs. Learning early feels uncomfortable, but learning late feels catastrophic. Mercy is not absence of consequence. Mercy is early feedback. Water provides early feedback constantly. Humans ignore it. That is not water's failure. Adaptation without mercy does not mean water is heartless. It means water is accurate. Accuracy feels brutal in systems conditioned to distortion. Once adapted, water environments are stable, nourishing, and generous. Marine life flourishes where fit exists. Abundance flows alignment. This is often misused. People focus on danger and ignore the fact that the ocean supports more life than land. It does so because adaptation is enforced strictly. Water is recycled, excess is redistributed, and imbalance is corrected. Harsh selection produces rich systems. This is not ideology, it is observable. Human societies that adopt water logic become resilient. They design flexibility, they accept change, they reduce rigidity, they value flow. Those that resist become brittle and collapse. Water teaches this without mercy because mercy would undermine the lesson. The ocean is not here to comfort human psychology. It is here to regulate planetary conditions. Understanding this changes how you respond. You stop asking why water is so unforgiving. You start asking how to adapt before correction escalates. The lesson is always available. It is taught every time someone enters water and survives by floating instead of fighting. That lesson scales.